Hi, I'm Joni Kisro. Today I want to show you something new and exciting from Potter USA. It's the sand casting kit, which these are a little bit different than other sand casting kits that you've seen with the Delft clay. This one here is kind of like doing cuttlebone casting or tufa casting. So you get your clay and you put it into both sides and then you pour from the side. So what I want to show you today is step by step on how to do that. I'll be working with a size 7 ring. It's the wavy ring. Comes with a sprue right on it. I have a little knife, or you could use a paring knife. I have a little paintbrush. I have different nails. I have a chopper, and then I also have talcum powder. You could use baby powder. And so let's get started. So you want to put the clay in this side first, because if you put it in this side here, it's really hard to close because you can't get that down into the clay. So you want to put your clay in here. This is a Delft clay, and what you need to do is you need to chop it up very finely. So I have this food chopper, and I'm going to use that today, but you could also use a ruler and just chop it up like that. You want to get it nice and fine. The first thing you want to do is move this clay out of the way. And now you're going to put your flask in there. See this little ring around there? You want to sit that on top. And I do it a little differently than most people. So the first thing I want to do is fill up this flask, kind of overfill it. Now I'm going to take my hammer and I'm going to hammer around the edge and then go towards the center and then move it out all the way around. I'm going to put a little bit more clay there. You want it nice and tightly packed. I'm going to take my ruler, scrape off the excess going the opposite way from this opening here, so that'll stay intact. See how I'm just peeling that right off? All right, now this is perfectly flat. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little talcum powder or baby powder on there with my brush. So that's what it looks like. And now I'm going to take my ring. This is a ring and this is a sprue already attached to it. So I'm just going to stick that right in the middle. And again, I do it a little differently than most people, but I made this little tool here. I just cut a piece of wood off, but I'm going to take that and I'm going to press it straight down. Now I'm going to put the other side on the other jeweler's ring, and you want to make sure that you put it perfectly on there because you do not want to twist it or turn it. So you set it down perfectly on there. Now I'm going to put the clay on this side and hammer that down in there. Really pack that up. And here is my little square opening, so I want to go away from that. Not that it really matters at this point, but just make it a habit. Now this is my screw hole. I'm going to get a little knife and just cut out my funnel. Before I open that up. Now I'm going to take this ring and pull it straight up and out, very carefully, and just make a little bit nicer hole there. I get some sort of tool, whether it be a nail or whatever, but I'm going to make a little air hole. I'm going to do it in this one, which is just a little bit deeper. So I just take it, my nail, and just draw a little bitty line there, just a few of those. And I clean that up. Make sure nothing is loose to fall in this area. You want it all nice and clean. Okay, now I'm going to put it back together. Very carefully, you want to line that up. Now I'm ready to put the end caps on. This also comes in the kit. And then the clamp, just push that right on there. And then I just tighten it up, get it nice and firm, and then this is what's going to go onto your fire brick. So I'm going to take you over to the torch. This is a benzomatic torch, and it comes with a hose, and you can use some MAP gas on there, which is more affordable for people than the acetylene torch if you don't have a torch yet. This is my Crucible, which I've already prepped. I've already seasoned that. And I put a little bit of scrap sterling silver, and I always mix my scrap sterling silver with casting grains. It just makes it flow a little better for me. You can weigh your piece out, the ring, and then you just add a little bit more weight on the silver so you can have your sprue. A little bit more is better than not enough. And then throughout this, I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit of borax. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to light my torch, push that button down, and just start heating it up. It's very hot right now, so you can let that cool off a little bit, or I just sprinkle a little bit of water on there. Kind of cool that off a little bit. Then I'll wait just a couple minutes, take the caps off, and see what we have. Take the end caps off, and this is not very hot at all. I cooled it off quite a bit. Now for the unveiling, just pull that straight apart. I just cut these little guys off, clean it up, and now I'm going to go make a toggle for my bracelet. You want to get all this burned stuff off, discard that. So scrape all that away. And I also scrape off the baby powder because you don't want that mixed in with your other clay. After I discard all this, I put the rest of the clay back. It's all still good except the burned part. And then, like I said, just get rid of that powder, whether you use talcum powder or baby powder. I've cut my sprue off, and I've done a little bit of sanding with a super fine buffing block. So this is what it looks like. Now I can solder my jump ring on here and make the ring, the toggle ring, for the toggle. Here's the finished bracelet. I want to thank you very much for watching my video today. And I also teach classes in Tucson, Arizona at my studio called Get Hammered Metalsmith Studio. And you can also check out a lot of videos that I have on YouTube. So again, thank you for watching.